everybody. Today we talk about the case of a foreign man who asked about the property claimed to give money to Vietnam women by an apartment and a house under her name. This is his questions. In 2014, economic aid through work, I have traveled to Vietnam many times. I love the country and people of Vietnam, so I want to invest in Vietnam, buy a house and live in Vietnam for a long time. I told Miss A that I want to buy a house. Miss A said that I could not name apartment or house in Vietnam. Then I asked Miss A to buy a house under her name to help me. I have evidence to prove of sending money through the bank, and we have a commitment that Miss A with her name for help me early. After I sent the investment money to ask Miss A to buy a house and apartment, Miss A did not want to give properties back to me. Miss A demanded that she wants half of the investment. What should I do now? I answered your questions as follows. Basis of request. According to the information you provide, you transfer money to Miss A to buy a house and put it in her name in Vietnam. You have a bank transfer statement. The recipient's money is Miss A. There are the evidence to prove that the money to buy a house was sent to Miss A by you. You also have a handwriting commitment of two people, which acknowledge that you asked to buy a house. Miss A is only in her name. He is not the owner of the property. Therefore, if there is a property dispute, you have a right to start a lawsuit. The people's court request the settlement of the property claim. The competition of settle. Based on Article 35, 37, 39 of the 2015 Civil Procedure Code, the jurisdiction in the People Court of the province centrally cities about foreigner home ownership and land utilized in Vietnam. In 2017, according to the provision of the Law on Housing 2014 and the Law on Land 2013, foreign ownership of house and land utilized shall comply with the following special regulations. Regarding apartment ownership, according to the provision of the Spanish Clause 1, Article 159 and Clause 3, Article 160 of the Law Housing 2014, according to Clause 7, Article 26 of the Law on Housing. First, the time of entry of foreigner individual to obtain the right to own a house in Vietnam is determined. Thus, a time of signing a house purchase and sale contracts. In case foreigner individual buys a house and voluntarily carry out of the procedure in insurance for certificates of house ownership, he or she must also enter Vietnam to carry out the procedures. According to the provision of Clause 2, Article 76 of Decree 99 of 2015 of the government detailing and writing the implementation of a number of articles of the Law on Housing, then individuals foreigner eligible to own house in Vietnam can only buy house of investor of housing construction project. Compare the above regulation. US or foreigner individual can only buy an apartment in a commercial housing investment project when the apartment in project is still in due. Regarding the ownership of house associated with land use rights, according to the provisions of Clause 16, Article 3 of the 2030 Land Law, the land use rights certificates issued by the states to identify the person with lawful and use rights. And based on Article 5 of the 2030 Land Law, there are no foreigners who are entitled to all land use rights in Vietnam. If there is a dispute about rentals, units agree Ms. A wins by a case. If Ms. A never turns the property and she not returns money, you can sue for property to the provincial court where the house is located. The court will process your petition. Thank you and goodbye.